Alright, everybody, so this is gonna be just like a for fun topic, because I kind of wanted to just record something today. I thought, let's talk about fan games. And so this is gonna be just, I'm gonna throw it in that Trophy Talk series and whatnot. But, yeah, so, and I don't mean fan games as in games that people are big fans of. I don't mean that kind of fan. I mean the kind of fan that you use to keep yourself cool, to keep the air circulating. Yes, there are games that I have played with a fan. And I'm not sure there's any recent ones, but there were several back in the day. And it was just, I had an episode of Truce from the Top about like auto running and things. And fans and were a part of that. And I mentioned fans and other peripherals. Maybe I'll have some stories about other peripherals too, but there was a few games that, yeah, you took the microphones. There was attachments for PS3s. Well, any USB mic would do, but I think if you bought like, there was certain games that came with a mic. I want to say, what was that singing game show? The Voice. I remember I bought two versions of The Voice so that I could get two USB mics. And I don't think I ever played The Voice because it was like not the easiest. You couldn't just auto fan the thing. Well, yeah, we'll call it auto fanning. You couldn't just attach a fan, like, you actually had to be kind of good at it. So I was like scared to even try it. Because I'm not a good singer. I did used to do, what was that? Karaoke Revolution on the PS2, I believe it was. No, I think it was the Wii. Me and my sister had it. AKA my sister had it and I played it. But it was not much singing. Like, I didn't actually sing, I just hummed. I was like, to like try to get the voice or the pitch into the bar. Sorry, that was probably super, super annoying. But the yeah, I don't know why I found that fun, but it was interesting. It was interesting. It wasn't as good as some of those other music games like DJ Max or not DJ Max, like DJ Hero and DDR and Guitar Hero and all those games. But Karaoke Revolution, yeah, I did play that back in the day before the trophies. So, anyways, back to the fan stuff. There was several games that were just so easy that you could have a fan get you the required scores for all the songs. So all you had to do was just like play all the songs with the fan blowing, and you could set up a turbo controller, or I think there was something that you could just queue up a bunch of songs in a row. Um, I want to say because I almost want to say I did some of them before I had access to a turbo controller, before I actually bought one. That may or may not be true, but I do remember wrapping up, and I didn't actually use a fan for these fan games, but I'm going to call them fan games because that's like when someone figured out that, oh, all you need to do is put a fan up to the mic, or put a mic up to the fan, depending on how you want to think about it. The I don't know, it was just like called fan games on PS3 trophies and stuff. Well, it wasn't called fan games, but they're like, oh, to use the fan trick or whatever. And there were a few really easy ones. Disney Sing It's, but not all of them, because there was I was very hesitant to do any one that required like at least like even one song of actual singing. So I only did the super fast ones. And I remember for some reason I remember most the Lion King, the I Can't Wait to Be King song from that Disney one. And the game was like super cheap too. It was like $5. Um, I mean, granted, in today's age, you can get a plat for $1, but cross-buy plat for $1. But yeah, it was like the physical disc was like $5. It was like great. And I think when I bought those voice things, I think I got them for like $10 each. I want to say it was $10 each. So didn't cost me all that much. Because basically I was just buying the mic. I couldn't find much cheaper USB mics online or ones that I knew would work. And I knew these would work because they were actual packaged in the PlayStation box with the game and yeah. And then there was some other region singing games. There was like La Vaz and La Vaz 2. It was like this Spanish one. And well, these Spanish ones, and they were like super easy. Like even easier than Disney Sing It Volume 1 or whatever. But yeah, I think there was a Disney Sing It. Well, Disney Sing It, like the classic Disney one, the cartoonish ones. And then there was like Disney Pop Hits or something with like Jonas Brothers style stuff. And that was the harder one. That was the one I did not have the guts to play. And trying to think what else there was. Oh, there was SingStars, and those were free. Like if on European accounts, I believe. And there was online trophies, and the servers are shut down now, as far as I'm aware. Like they kind of recently shut down, but so don't start it if you haven't already. Probably not best. I don't even know if they're available. They might have just gotten taken off of the store or whatever. I don't know. I never played them, but they were free, from what I understand. And yeah. Anyways, so how I was saying, I did not use a fan. What I did was I took my cell phone and I used a sleep fan app. So it was like a fan, but not a fan. A sleep fan app, and I would take a blanket and I would wrap. Well, I had two methods. I had one where it was like a lazy boy recliner kind of chair that didn't actually recline, but I believe the brand was Lazy Boy. For some reason, I think all Lazy Boys are recliners. And I would put the mic and the phone. Well, I would have to have the phone plugged in because I was auto running it like overnight and stuff. And otherwise it would shut off or lose power, and I had that issue. But I would shove them inside or between the cushion and the armrest and like prop them together, turn the app as loud as I could, and then put like a blanket over it or around it, for two reasons. One, to muffle the sound. Granted, it was in a basement, so no one really heard it, but it would muffle the sound and also kind of keep them together, like pad them, cushion them, keep them together. And so that was my setup until someone told me about a tuning fork, like a pitch and that worked. That the makeshift sleep fan app worked for some of it, or for the games I was using it for at the time. But there was a better method, which was Perfect Pitchfork or something. Perfect Pitchfork. Let's go hunt them down, villagers. Let's go. Let's stab them with the pitchforks. No, not that kind of pitchfork. It was tuning fork or whatever, and that worked better. But it was a lot more annoyingly loud. So then I definitely needed the blankets. And I think I put a pillow over it too. Anyways, I just had to like keep them together. But yeah, you could set them up to auto run, like if you had to just play through a ton of songs, which I think were like grind trophies in some of them. And then there would be ones that would like play every song or get a certain score on every song. But like I said, the scores were so easy to get on the games that I had played that yeah, the I let the robot do it. Phones are good for multiple purposes apparently. And yeah, I want to say I did like 4 or 5 games that you could use a fan for. Sounds about right. Maybe it's 6. And there's probably like 12 or so I can think of. And there's also other ones, like there's a bunch of German ones too. Like The Voice Germany. And then there was some other like singing game show in Germany that had its own game. There might have been a few. Yeah, most of them were like European game shows or whatever. If they were based off shows. Well, except The Voice, that was in the United States too. Or maybe only in the United States. Well, no, because I just said they had The Voice Germany. Yeah, so what else? Yeah, that was my brief story about the fan games there. I'm trying to think if there's any more to add to these tales, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I know a lot of people, like nowadays, there aren't really those sorts of games, or people new to trophies didn't realize that stuff like that existed back in the days of us old geezers, right? We had fan games. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, if anyone else has any fan stories or tuning fork stories in regards to video games, maybe you played Karaoke Revolution and would also like to post about it, or comment below. I'd like to hear them, other tales. I'd like to see it. See some comments. And with that being said, I guess I'll probably do more of these like for fun talks, because I kind of like doing these for fun talks. It's I don't know, I've just been having fun making content. So with that being said, everybody have a good night, good morning, enjoy your games. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys again next time. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, you can also follow me on the social media links below, by the way. I feel weird plugging that in, but I also feel weird saying subscribe, share, comment, thumbs up the video, because it makes me feel virtually good. Okay. Alright, bye-bye, everybody.